So in Illuvium, there are many different tokens or in-game currencies, and it can get a little complicated with the whole tokenomics. So in this video, I'm going to go through all of them. You can see the little rundown at the bottom here. So let's get into it. So ILV, you can see it. This is the main governance token, and here's some of the things you can do with it. You can stake your ILV. Right now, the staking rewards are sitting at about 5% APY, so nothing too special there. But you can also combine that with Ethereum for the Sushi liquidity pool, which is paying out an APY of around 32% right now. Do keep in mind, if you're going to do that, those staking rewards are going to be done in less than a year at this point. But the big reason you want to stake this token is for the revenue distribution. Now, that hasn't started yet. There is some revenue coming into Illuvium. Right now, that is going into a safety pool that the council voted on having. But also in the latest IIP for the safety pool, it says when open beta starts, if the safety pool hasn't been filled yet, RevDis will start up. And what that is basically all revenue that comes into Illuvium, whether it's from Ethereum or USDC, that will be used to buy back more ILV and distribute it out to the ILV stakers. Now, proposals. As an ILV holder, you are allowed to write any proposal you like for Illuvium, present it in the Discord, and if it gets enough upvotes, it can go to a vote for the council and be implemented. And speaking of the council, you're eligible to be voted onto the council just by owning any amount of ILV. So a little bit about the tokenomics here. There's a max supply of 10 million, but it's actually less than that. And I'll get into that when we get into the SILV2 slide here. But as we currently stand, there's a little less than 9 million of a max supply. And with some deflationary aspects, that could get even lower. Now, you can get this on centralized exchanges or decentralized exchanges. So I know Binance and Coinbase have it listed. I know there are definitely some other centralized exchanges. And then you can just buy this on a decentralized exchange like Uniswap or Sushi. So along the lines on how you can obtain this, so just from staking. So yes, you're staking your ILV, and the rewards you're getting are in ILV. And then leaderboards. So right now, the only leaderboard in existence is the Illuvium Beyond leaderboard. If you're in the top 100 every week, there are payouts in Illuvium and ILV right to your wallet. And I suspect as time goes on and the full game is released, we'll have more leaderboards and more rewards in ILV. So moving on to Fuel. So Fuel is an in-game currency, although technically it is going to be an ERC20, but for the most part, you can just think of it as that in-game currency. It can be farmed in Illuvium Zero. That's how the fuel is generated, and it can be purchased in the overworld or for any other aspect of Illuvium with Ethereum. Now, fuel is broken down into 3 different types of fuel. We have your Krypton here, which is going to be used to travel to different regions. We have Solon, which is for forging equipment and armor. And Hyperion, which is for curing shards in order to catch alluvials in the overworld. Now, if you're an Illuvium Zero landowner, depending on your plot of land, you may be producing more of any one of these fuel types. There will be converters on that land. And although the team does want to balance these out a little bit, they're going to be fluctuating independently. So if more people in the community are traveling to different regions, then Krypton is going to go up. If more people just are focusing on catching alluvials, then Hyperion may go up. So ETH. If you haven't noticed, one of the slogans from Illuvium is Fight for ETH. So this definitely plays a role in Illuvium. We've been told it has a big role in the lore, which we don't know too much about right now. But Ethereum is part of this ecosystem. So what can you do with it? You can buy fuel with it. So you're going to trade your Ethereum for that Krypton, Hyperion, or Solon. You can buy discs in Illuvium Beyond with it. Now, I should have put a little asterisk next to Leviathan. The Leviathan arena originally was proposed where you would wager on ETH. So that whole idea of, fighting for ETH. I think that was kind of put on the back burner right now for regulatory and legal reasons. So that's not set in stone, but that could be a way to get some Ethereum in this game. Another thing I could have put asterisks on are rewards. Right now, the only rewards we're seeing are in ILV, but it has been mentioned before that Ethereum will be a reward in this game. Again, going back to the whole theme of fighting for ETH. Now, SLP staking, the Sushi liquidity pool staking, I talked about this with ILV, but you couple this 50-50 Ethereum and ILV, and it can be staked. Right now, you're getting around that 30% APY. Now, the Illuvidex. So the Illuvidex is where you're going to buy and sell NFTs from other players, and that's mostly going to be done in Ethereum. Technically, on IMX, you can use the IMX token or USDC. But if you were to go onto the Illuvidex right now, 99.9% of the time it's being listed and purchased in ETH. Now, how can you obtain some ETH in this ecosystem? You can sell on the Illuvidex, so selling alluvials that you caught or resources that you gained in the overworld. You can also sell Illuvitars or accessories from Illuvium Beyond. And another way is if you're a landowner and you're playing Illuvium 0, that's where the fuel is going to be created, and you're going to be selling that fuel for Ethereum to the overworld players who are buying the fuel to use it in the overworld and main game. SILV2. So when it comes to staking and you want to collect your rewards, you have two options right now. To claim with ILV, which locks it up for a year, or you can claim it immediately with SILV2. Now, SILV2 can be used for in-game purchases at a value equal to ILV, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily trading on the open market equal to ILV. So you can get this right now on a decentralized exchange like Uniswap. Lately, it's been trading at about 75 to 80% of ILV. So this is a way where big whales who are collecting a lot of staking rewards can get some quick liquidity, but it's also a good opportunity for those who are planning to make in-game purchases in Illuvium. You can buy this SILV2 on the open market and get a little bit of a discount. Now, every time SILV2 is minted, it burns the underlying ILV. So like I said, there's less than a 9 million max supply of ILV right now. That means at least 1 million has been claimed in that SILV2. So this opportunity to get some SILV2 for a discount won't last forever, because at some point it's going to be burned off and there may or may not be any other opportunity to get SILV2. Credits, this is a quick one that, I don't see too many people talking about. But if you're playing Illuvium 0, there are credits that you can use to speed up buildings and just progress through your land a little quicker. This is going to be the currency that you can purchase in-game or, I suspect, in-app on your mobile device. It'd be similar to like any other game on mobile where you go in and it might say like, pay $2.99 for X amount of credits, and then that'll go in the game, and it'll be an off-chain currency. With that being said, you might be able to buy these credits on the browser side, on a Web3 side with Ethereum. But we don't know too much about this right now. We just know that it'll exist. All right, that's it. There's the quick rundown of all of the tokens and currencies involved in Illuvium. I hope that helped. If I missed anything, make a comment down below so the rest of the viewers can see that. And if you have any questions, again, comment down below. Hit me up on Discord or X. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Like it. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks.